What's going on, ladies, gents, and ragers of the universe? Welcome back to Unwarranted Rage. Today, we are starting something brand new on the channel, and you know what? I can barely contain my excitement right now for this series to start. I think it's going to be a hit. I really do. So we're creating a Road to the Show character from the USA, from Oklahoma. I think you might know what exactly I'm going for right now. He's going to be your left fielder. And no, his name is not Joe Random, but his first name is Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, that is right. Joe Exotic has decided to pick up a baseball bat and learn how to play the majors by slowly making his way up into the minor league system of whatever team he happens to get drafted for. His jersey number will be number 22 for serving 22 years in prison. So shout out to Joe Exotic here. We're just going to have him bat right, because that's what I do. Actually, throw right, excuse me. And we'll have him bat right. This part, though, I am struggling on. Where do I put Joe Exotic on the list of archetypes? So we have Pure Power, which I don't think he's Pure Power. Small Ball, where he is rather scrawny and I don't think he's too short, just a little kind of like skinny, scrawny type. Small Ball is not a very exciting position to play in MLB The Show. To me, it's not. You excel in speed and fielding and stealing, which is like, I don't know. It's not that exciting to me. And then your weaknesses are power, which is I'm more of a long ball type person. Chicks dig the long ball as well, so I feel like that's just the right choice there. And then your contact is like medium with small ball. So I don't think we're going to go small ball. Rock Steady might be my choice that I end up with. But then this is the same thing where your batting clutch, your fielding, and your plate vision are your major strengths. Your medium strengths are only are both contact versus lefties and righties. And then the weaknesses is your power and your speed. So you lose like major things of speed and also both power and speed, excuse me. That's two major losses right there. But the only reason I thought about picking Rock Steady was because of the rhino. And that's the only kind of like animal related thing on this list here. Also, favorite positions, left fielder is on there. He's playing left field because Tiger King came out of left field and has been a Netflix hit that everybody loves. Everybody enjoys it. Even the people that say I'm too good to watch it, no, just you're lying to yourself. So this is an interesting one in Mr. Utility. He majors in contact. He does not have a weakness for power, which is good because that means you can still upgrade power at a decent rate without like dealing with it as a weakness. Mr. Utility can work as a left fielder. Obviously, if you look at the bottom there, you can see that he works with every position on the field. Besides pitcher, obviously. Arm strength and then your contact. So he's going to be at least a good hitter. We'll know that much. So Mr. Utility is in the finals. And then the anomaly, I don't know if I'm going to go with anomaly here. I think the anomaly is a little bit too strong for his character. And then that's the last option. So I think I'm going to go with Mr. Utility as the archetype as we go into. Now this is a fun part, selecting the personalities. I think I'm gonna have to go with Lightning Rod here as our number one selection. And then now it's where it gets difficult. I don't think he's captain. Captain will be last. I think Maverick is gonna have to be second. And then third is going to have to be Heart and Soul because of the care that he did show for those Tigers here. Now this part, I'm going to quickly go through on my own and come back to you when it's finished. Um, so I'll be right back after these commercial messages. And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those commercial messages and are ready for the reveal of Joe Exotic himself. Ladies and gentlemen, I am no artiste, okay? And I just realized as I'm making this intro that I did not go through the equipment stage of this. So, looks like we're going to be doing some customization, okay? But first, let's reveal Joe Exotic here. Now, I'm no artiste at all, but I think this is fairly close at least. I could not get the face as skinny as I wanted it to be, but I think it's pretty close. Obviously the hair's there for sure. You can't see his eyebrows that well because I can't really zoom in on him too much, but the eyebrows are kind of like honestly directly what his are. And then obviously that his handlebar mustache is a different color than his hair, so it works out in the end. So let's go ahead and dive into the equipment real quick. I'm gonna make this pretty fast. I think he would be, if he played in the majors, he would go with an older look. I think he would go with a stir-up low look. So we're going to go with that. He has a very generic swing. He's not going to wear any batting gloves. He's pretty old-fashioned. I usually don't mess with this kind of stuff until I actually, make it to a team. So I'll leave it the way it is right now and just kind of leave it very simplistic until I make it to a team. The same with the bat, really. It's just going to chill here. I guess I could just randomize it for now and go with that. I'll do that too to the glove and just randomize it, make it gray. If I really wanted to mess with it, I could make it like an orange or something. Make everything orange to kind of be like a tiger. But I'm not going to really mess with that. The ideal situation here is that we get by the Detroit Tigers. Unfortunately, and this is a big unfortunate here, the Tigers have the #1 overall pick this year. So we have to absolutely wow to get picked by the Tigers. I'm not going to pick the Tigers. I'm going to be drafted. No batting gloves. And just hope for the best. There's a better look at his face. I think that's pretty close. Video game wise, you're obviously not going to get spot on unless they have the camera technology where you just take a picture and send it in. But that's not how MLB The Show works. I think it's very close though. Can we put no? No, we have to choose. We definitely want 1, not 2. But that stuff doesn't matter till you get to the majors, and I guess that brings up a relatively important topic here. Is how long am I going to run this series for? My original thought is I want to run it until I get to the majors to see how many episodes it's actually going to take me to get there. So that's it for that. And let's go ahead and advance here. So yeah, maybe just go until I get drafted, or not until I draft, until I get called up to the majors and see where it goes from there. I haven't decided if I want to just stop as soon as I get to the majors, see how many episodes it takes, or if I want to proceed and actually play like a season, maybe, and see what happens. I just think it's going to take too long to do that, so I might just play until I can get up to the majors, and then just call it and see how many episodes into the series it actually is. I do want to check something before I start here.
This prospect shares a word with another prospect who just finished up.
I don't know why that prospect is in a different uniform than we are, considering we're both on the same team. Okay, so we're going to start with some hitting first. Take some warm-up shots here. Something I did think about doing was turning my contact and my power all the way up, just for the evaluation session to try to increase my chances of getting drafted by the Tigers. That was kind of a bomb, but it probably wouldn't call for an out there. What about this one? Can we get one? Can we get one to get out? That was probably could have been a hit there. And that's an out to the third baseman. Third baseman's got it all day right there. It's a maybe base hit over the second baseman's head, depending on who's flying out there. That's an out. And we'll take one more practice here, just foul. But we can't end on a foul. We can't end practice on a foul. Let's try it again. All right, come on, Joe. Just act like that ball's Carroll. All right. So I do want to check one thing real quick. And okay, good. The hitting difficulty is on veteran. I might change that to dynamic. Directional, I'm gonna leave it as. And it won't show me my sliders or anything. I wanted to make sure they weren't on as like automatically having contact and power all the way up, because I do that for one of my road to the shows, because I'm literally just trying to hit as many home runs and RBIs and everything and get caught up as fast as I can in the Phillies system. That's a pretty decently contacted ball that went all the way to the warning track, so that should give me some draft stock. That was a bad pitch I swung at just a bit early, and I just fouled it, or didn't foul it, but just a little dink and dunk hit, and that's going to be to the shortstop, if there was one, the ghost shortstop, and that's down the line. Can it stay fair? That's going a long way. Off the base of the wall almost. Just short of it. Let's watch this one go. And that's going to be a gapper. That's a double right there. His draft stock is improving pretty good. There's an out. And that's a base hit. They really like that. Jumped up a lot after that. Oh, that one was crushed. That is going to go probably over the fence in left center field for a home run to end out the draft hitting session for Joe Exotic. After serving his 22-year sentence in jail, he has now decided to pursue his lifelong dream of becoming a Major League Baseball player. Alright, so we're just going to go right into it. We're not going to practice. Fly ball to left. Well, that pretty much makes it kind of easy, as there's the play. Exotic on the catch. Let's see about this one. He's going to left as well. I don't like what they did with the fielding in this year's edition of MLB The Show. I feel like they're not like missing something, but I feel like your player like this gets off the like thing way too easy, like off the ball way too easy, and it causes an error. When there really wasn't much I could do in that situation. Like I was right there. And then my guy just, for some reason, decided to kind of like overrun it, but... Alright. He should be out by a mile. Yep. Good throw, good catch, double play at third. It really was a mystery when... coming out of jail, that the Tiger King's first announcement is that he's going for the majors. Like, I don't know where this came from, but I mean, Detroit's got to be interested in him. They are the Detroit Tigers. He is the Tiger King. Maybe they draft him. He becomes a king there. He hits multiple home runs. Wins him a ship. Oh, that was a little bit off, but I think it's still going to get there. It does. All right, now we got to throw it to home instead of third. And arm strength, I don't know if it's one of our strengths or weaknesses. I think it's a strength. And here comes the throw to the plate. That's on the money. He's out. What a throw. Look at that draft stock way up there in the green. That's where you want it. Although we got 2 more games to go. And here comes the throw again. I don't know why you would test someone this shallow, but throws a little wide right. But I believe he still got him. I think he still got him out. This is like the furthest I've had that bar up there. I've never been able to complete a bar all the way up. But I feel like I'm going to get pretty close. There's another throw that's going far to the right. He might not get there this time. I think he was out, though. Good fielding. Good fielding display by Exotic. Along with the hitting display, gets him some good draft stock. We'll take a look at his stats, because they will show up in a second. Alright, so at first, as you can see, it was currently in that like light blue color, the first color, and then scouted. So that's based off of what he did. He was above average in contact, about below average to average in power. His speed is above average, his fielding is above average, and his arm is well above average. So that's something to just keep in mind going into these prospect spotlight games. Everything's got to load up here for a sec, and let's see.
Everyone has a personality, even a ball player.
Everyone does have. Alright, I'm just going to exit out of this. I've already done the tutorial for this so many times. So it really just makes sense to focus on the things that we're really close to. Lightning Rod's very close to being third, so that's what we're going to go with here. And try to get that one. I believe that third perk lets you use Showtime, which was a feature that was removed from the game not that long ago. So here comes game number 1. I'm just going to jump right into it for you guys. My potential has already gone up. It was a B, and now it is a potential of A. However, I think my overall went down by 1. I'm not positive. I don't think that's possible, though. Maybe it was always 54. So here's the first game that we'll see Joe Exotic, and we're going to sim to his next appearance as the Tiger King. He is shorter than I thought. He's only 5'8", and he's 143 according to the stat sheet I was looking at, but the lowest weight you can go in this game is 155, so that's what we decided to go with. Maybe put on some weight in jail. That ball maybe could have been called, but nobody really went after it. First baseman or the right fielder never would have had a chance to catch that ball, but first baseman may have had a chance to get to it. Alright, here we go. 0-1 count. Man on first base. Oh, slider came back on me. That was a good pitch. That was a real good pitch by Pringle. Is the guy on the hump right now. Interesting last name there. I've never heard of Horace Pringles. That doesn't sound like a good flavor, but and I struck out. That is not an ideal first at bat for Exotic. His third strikeout of the game, though, for Pringle. He's just setting him down up there. Oh, short. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. Shortstop will take care of it, though, for me. That's out number 2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And I'm back up to play again here. Just see if I can get on base. At least show that I am worth something in this spotlight. Swing right through it. I don't know why that guy said, "Come on, big guy." Not. All right. 0-1. Bring the heat. Let's go.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Gerber.
You'll get to know that I do this a lot when I play this game. Is that I swing a lot. I'm not patient when it comes to this game. I just get so bored trying to play patiently that I'd much rather just swing the bat. Like, I don't care that much about walk statistics to not swing. That was a good pitch to swing at. It was just a little low, and that's a double play ball, unfortunately. Exotic with a strikeout and a double play. Those are two pretty negative cons to show up on a stat sheet in your prospect games. Alright, let's see what happens here. Ball is hit into the gap, but here I am for out number 3. It's back to Pringle. Pringle is no longer pitching, but let's talk about your favorite Pringles. What is your favorite flavor? Let me know in the comment section below. This is hit to right, but it's going to be caught by the right fielder. That is out number 1. My favorite used to be pizza, and then I realized that was always just kind of a figment of my imagination of how good this actually tasted. And barbecue is the way to go. Barbecue or just regular original red Pringles. Cut it off. I thought I was going to be able to get to that ball by diving, but I was way too late to it. But luckily I was able to cut that off, or else that would have turned into a lot more than just one run by the West team. I got to try to get this batter home here. One thing I could end up doing is turning down the difficulty here. Like, it's meant to be just a fun YouTube series. This one hitting to the gap. This one might get down out there. And on the run makes the catch. 0 for 4 performance so far from Exotic. The Tiger King unable to come up with a hit in his first game, but we're going to go right to game 2. I thought it was going to give me the option. A strikeout, a double play, a fly ball to right, and a fly ball to right center. That I thought was going to get down for an RBI double, unfortunately did not. But our team got the win. Tiger King is a team player. We'll take it. Alright, here we go. We're still in A potential, even though we have nothing going on us here. Our stat line is literally 0 for 4 with a strikeout. We have a fielding percentage of 1, though, so we have no errors in our very limited survey. Alright, final game. We are considered the road team again. I know they used to have 3 games on MLB. I've played these games since, like, religiously since MLB. Oh, I thought. I mean, I tried to die for that, but it didn't work. I've been playing with this game religiously since MLB 12, but I had, I think, MLB 06 and like MLB 08, maybe. Maybe it's MLB 08. Oh. Oh, what the heck? That was terrible. I should have just stood there. Alright. Evan Ramirez up. There's 2 men on in scoring position. Only 1 gone. I mean, no gone in the bottom of the first inning. This is going to score a run. There's no way I can throw him out. I don't know why it's even giving me the option to... Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's just late. Yeah, that throw would have never made it home, so... It's 1-0 Eastern team. We are still in the bottom of the first. 2 are gone, though, now. It looks like we're going to see some more action. This is the 3rd play in the bottom of the first. A lot of fielding options. And that's on the run catch there. That's the end of the inning. He was involved in 2 putouts. So his fielding, at least, is getting... Oops, I accidentally hit... Excuse me. I accidentally put... There we go. I don't know why they put watch game as an option in these games, but they do. Apparently there's people that like to watch the game. That is not mine. That is all shortstop down the inning. Really don't know why I was needed there for that situation, but... Guess we'll take the appearance? I don't know. As you can see, my hitting is very far up there. Hall of Fame level. That's probably why I'm struggling a bit in this scenario. I'm tempted to just turn it into veteran just because I feel like that's a good like middle of the lane kind of difficulty to work with. I'm gonna see some bad pitches to try to swing at, but I'm also gonna see some like decent pitches.
3-0 now.
So 3-0, we're working a walk here. Joe Exotic does not walk too much, but and I'm gonna swing anyway. In the right, I don't believe in the 3-0 look. You get too many good pitches that way. All right, come on, here we go. Let's get the first hit. Let's get my first hit of the prospect spotlight, or Topps Amateur Showcase. I keep calling it the prospect spotlight. Topps Amateur Showcase is what this is called. Grounded to short, or grounded to second. I'm really struggling right now. That is out number 1 of the inning. And I am really hitting terribly right now. That dynamic is going to absolutely drop down from Hall of Fame level. It's only on Hall of Fame level because of my other Road to Show character where the power is all the way up and I'm just constantly hitting bombs, and it just drives the difficulty up more and more. And it's really unfortunate for Exotic here. He's going to start out with a tough 0 for. That's going to be a base hit. First base hit. Wow, he's actually pretty quick. I don't know, it's an error. That they don't count that as a hit. I don't know why you would count that as an error. He didn't like eat him up or anything. He just kind of got past his glove. And will that be an error? Will that be an error? That's the question. Let's see. Let's see if it showed. They didn't show it. And I'm not really that interested in going back and seeing stat-wise what they called that. And this should be out number 2. So I don't know what that red ring shows up around the ball. Is that where I like plays I should be diving for, possibly? Pretty much right at me here out in left. That's out number 3 in the bottom of the 8. Oh, out number 2. They move that out thing so fast it almost stays up there before the out's even made. Alright, 0 for 3. We gotta get on base here. We did get on base last time, but they called it an error, which I strongly disagree with. I think Joe deserves 1 hit in the prospect, the Amateur Topps Showcase. Now, they used to have 3 games, but there are only 2 games, so we have less chance to show off what kind of skills we do have. Fielding-wise, I think he hasn't been too bad. At the plate, though, it's been pretty rough. Let's see what we got. That is ball 2. Maybe we'll show some patience here and get a better ball to hit. Two-one pitch. It's a good pitch to hit. Right field line, foul territory. Oh man, what a catch out there in right field. The tip of the cap from Joe Exotic after the dive into foul territory. East gets the victory in this one. 3-1. 0 for 4 I go in that. That is really a shame. It reached on an error and then reached second base, and that was the end of my time on the base path throughout the entire Topps Amateur Showcase. And that should wrap up everything here that we have to do pre-draft.
With nothing left to do but await his fate.
We'll just go through this real quick and
high school coach who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
So I don't pay too close attention to this. I'm very tempted to just pick the Tigers, but I'm gonna just leave it up to chance and see who I get drafted by.
Major League Baseball first-year player draft.
But
First pick is officially on the clock.
you guys are gonna have to wait until next episode to find that out. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Wait a minute. Are you serious? Wait a minute. You're kidding me right now, right? We're actually drafted by the Detroit Tigers. Joe Exotic is going to be playing for the Detroit Tigers organization. Now that in its own is a sign. The Tiger King himself is becoming a Tigers organization player. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of MLB The Show, Road to the Show, the Tiger King himself. I will talk to you next time. Peace.